Hello, hello, and welcome to today's 30 Days of Self-Directed Kindness. Hey Kimberly, good to see you. So, I'm going to give it time just to let a few people come on. Thanks for joining me. Yay! I find myself in quite a quiet space today. Thank you for the hearts there, Kimberly. So, welcome if you're on the replay. Really appreciate you spending the time here. 4 Geeky Dogs, that's a great name. Welcome to you. What's your name, 4 Geeky Dogs? I can't call you 4. I'll try and remember it. What's your actual name? Diana from Texas. Welcome. It's Texas people again. I had them yesterday. 4 Geeky Dogs. It makes people smile. Yes, it does. Made me smile. Hey Angela, thanks for coming back. Good to see you guys. So we're on day 6 of 30 Days of Kindness. Hey Princess. Now I recognise your handle, so I've definitely seen you before. I'm not sure what your name is. Maybe your name's actually Princess. I know some people called Princess. So it's good to see you. Hey Christine, thanks for popping on. Good to see you. Loads of women. White Lines. Good name. That's a great song too. Lil Junior 871, 817 even. Good. Well, it's nice for you guys to come on. Kindness is your thing. Yes, it is. I'm a massive fan of kindness, and this month of self-directed kindness is more dogs. Staffy, yay! Is all about bringing some of that kindness back to ourselves and including ourselves in the kindness that I would always encourage you to sort of send out generally. In fact, one of the things, if you look at my setup scope for this, which is before the 1st of June, it was talking about how in a way, until you really self-direct your kindness and include yourself in it, any outward thing that's not kind to you is not going to be really kind to them either. Mrs. Stone, welcome. So in case you haven't met me before, then my name's Joel Young. I'm the creator and custodian of MPA, which stands for non-personal awareness, and is a very simple way to stop taking things personally, which I always say is one of the kindest things you can do. You can find me at nonpersonalawareness.com, or you can use my handle joelyoungmpa.com, and that will get you there. Hey David, hey Bascan says he. I wonder where you're from. That's an interesting name. So it's great you guys are all in. So we're doing 30 days of self-directed kindness. This comes from a book. It's a mini book, or an e-book that I wrote called 100 Days of Self-Directed Kindness. And just so you know, let me bring it down here. You can actually download, well, no, reveal it before the time. I don't know if you can see that. The screen here is quite down, but 100 Days of Kindness book is free if you want to get hold of it. It's mpa4.me/BeKindToYou. And if you go to my Facebook, which is MPA Rocks, that's a hashtag that's in the title here. So Facebook/MPA Rocks. There's a pinned post, so you can click through and get hold of the book. People were asking me, hey Sherry, I loved your post this morning. Sherry Poet 2 is on Instagram, greatest Instagrammer, and had a lovely post this morning. So it's really good to see you. You're welcome. So you can see just at the top of my screen, day 6. Let's look at day 6. What have we got today? Yeah, grab the book. That would be great. Now, I asked you for your name, and I'm terrible with names, and I'm just going to call you 4 Geeky Dogs because it does make people smile. But if you throw it up again, I'll try and lodge it in my brain. So today's moment of self-directed kindness is an encouragement to take a 2-minute break and come to a complete stop. So do nothing, breathe, let go, and be breathed. So in that little invitation, there's actually quite a lot to talk about. So I'll say it again, take a 2-minute break and come to a complete stop. Do nothing, breathe, let go, and be breathed. So let me turn this around. So good to see you on my scope. Thanks for joining live. So yeah, take a 2-minute break and come to a complete stop. So that's one of those things that is easy to say, and for a lot of us, the light's not good there, is it? Let me do it that way around. It's kind of got a bit of a challenge in it, really, because stopping can be so hard. We're kind of so trained to be uber busy, Meditation moments are best. Yeah, well, meditation is a formularized way of getting you to stop and breathe. That's why I'm a big fan of it. That's why I support the Global Meditation Scope. If you're not part of the Global Meditation Scope, I'm not one of the hosts for it, but I know some of the people that are. And between June 10th and 13th, there's 150 different people doing meditation. So it's a great place to start. And it is a way to stop and breathe. So the other part of this tip today, or this moment of kindness, is to let go and be breathed. So even though we can control our breath, so I can say, take a breath in, feel free to join me. Take a breath out. One thing that is amazing to do is to let go of your breath completely. And what I mean by that is let go of any control that you have of the breath. So what that means is you just allow the breath to find its own natural pace and rhythm. And one of the things, I don't think Indra's here today, but Silent Moon Indra, who's one of my favourite scopers, she says that we come in on an in-breath and we leave on an out-breath. And one of the things that I often say, which is similar, hi Vanessa, good to see you, is that every in-breath, especially if you're allowing yourself to be breathe, so as you stop trying to control it, at some point the breath will naturally kick in. So in a way, because you require that breath to live, I say that the in-breath is the gift of life. It absolutely is. So by stopping and breathing, you allow yourself to connect with the gift of life. Now the other side of that is the out-breath. So again, if you're allowing the rhythm, like your breath, you're not trying to go, there's good places for that. But if you just allow yourself to be breathed and the breath comes out, now if you're not forcing the breath in, you can realize that the out-breath is actually an opportunity to completely surrender. Because we kind of had a faith that the next breath will come in, but it's actually, yeah, your infinite supply. But at some point, that in-breath's not going to come in. So every time you breathe out, you're actually completely surrendering and trusting that life, the universe, whatever that force is going to give you life again with the in-breath. So I always like to think of the breath as the sort of really meeting the gift of the life that is given you and really surrendering to faith in the universe. That is pretty deep. I'm a pretty deep guy. That benzo there. Asthmatics have trouble breathing all the way out. Yeah, I get that. I mean, it's interesting, isn't it, with asthmatics? It's interesting because one of the things that I've heard with, I'm going to put this, no, that doesn't work. Okay, hold it up. To breathe deep. And yet there's enough to sustain life for the most part, assuming that there's not an attack that goes fatal. But asthma is one of those things that I've heard about MPA. I mentioned MPA at the beginning. So this little MPA process, which helps you to stop taking things personally, asthmatics can be helped so much with breath work. I'm actually doing a workshop tomorrow. We're teaching, doing it for a charity, and half the day is going to be breath work, and half the day is going to be journey work, because I'm doing it with the clinic that I do. And we're doing that for a cancer charity up in London tomorrow, which is part of why I'm not going to be on at 2 o'clock tomorrow. I'll do it later. So yeah, asthma is one of the. I've had emails from people who have found that asthma has either massively reduced or completely gone away with MPA, which is always a surprise. Absolutely, that is what I have used to manage asthma. Yeah, MPA is really good for asthma, or at least I hear from people that have found a difference. Also, the dogma detox stuff that I do is we've got good testimonials there. But any form of real releasing can help the breath just relax. And if you think about it, when you allow yourself to be breathed, and you can really sit with that one when you take your 2-minute break. Oh, hey Indra, I'm so glad you made it on today. Really good to see you. We're talking about breath today. Let me give you today's thing. We're talking about taking a 2-minute break and come to a complete stop. Sometimes you might need more than 2 minutes. Do nothing, breathe, let go, and be breathed. Good day. Good day to Indra. So Indra, your ears must have been burning because we were just talking about I was saying really that you have a wonderful way of describing the breath, that we come in on an in-breath and we go out on an out-breath. And so I've been talking about the in-breath being the gift of life and the out-breath being an invitation to surrender, because you never quite know the next one's going to come in. Well, you have faith in it, but ultimately you're surrendered. So with asthma, again, if you think about being breathed, when you completely, hey Melissa, when you completely let go of any control of the breath, and just really notice that it really does have its own pace and rhythm, there's an intelligence that's breathing you, then there's an absence of any control there. And I do wonder in some ways whether on a deep level there's a sense of control that's going on within asthma. And I can't know that for sure, and it's going to be individual with each person. But I think it's a good practice just to let go and be breathed. And it's not about controlling whether it should be deeper, should be shallower, whether it should have a certain pace or rhythm. And again, there's good practices, there's good yoga practices that control the breath for specific purposes. Have a cool, we'll watch the replay. Just wanted to say hi. Oh, great, Melissa. Yeah, watch the replay. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate that. But when you completely surrender all control of the breath, there's a different thing that happens. There's a connection with the divine. Yoga and breath changed my life. Amen. Woohoo! Great. So I encourage you, as I've said many times, let me turn this back on to here, that each of these could be taken as a daily practice if it resonates with you. Certainly all of this is a good practice to take a 2-minute break to stop that busyness that's going on. So I'm wondering if you guys, because I've just chatted my head off now, I've got on a roll. So I'm going to encourage you to take this time straight after, and if you can, join Ingrid on her scope today at 2:30. She talks about the breath a lot, so that's always encouraging. So this is day 6 of our 30 days of kindness. I'm going to encourage you, if you haven't already, to go to mpa4.me/BeKindToYou, download the ebook for free, which is 100 days of kindness. And also you can check out MPA if that resonates at nonpersonalawareness.com, or you can go to joelyoungmpa.com. That will get you there also. So I feel like I'm coming to a close already. Yeah, we're about 15 minutes in. Thanks for being here. Now tomorrow, give you a heads up. Always fun to pop on here and be with you all. You love the year. So tomorrow I'm in a workshop all day. I'm running a workshop all day. So I won't be around at 2 o'clock. Hey Yenta, you're just catching us towards the end. Thanks for coming on. You have to catch the replay. I'm encouraging you, just so you've got it, is to take a 2-minute break, come to a complete stop. Oh, thank you for your shares. I really appreciate the shares. Do nothing, breathe, let go and be breathed. So I'll explain tomorrow. I won't be on at 2 o'clock. I'm out all day. So I'm going to do my scope in the evening. So that's evening UK time. It's more like to be afternoon in the US. So I'll come on pretty much as soon as I get back here and can set myself up so I can make sure it happens tomorrow. Otherwise, thank you all so much for spending the day. How do you share? So Christine, what you do, if you're on an iPhone, then you will swipe to the left, so left to right. That's right, to the right. Left to right. And then you come up with my profile, and on there, I'm going to do it now so I can see it. You scroll down a bit, and there's a share button. Hit share, and then share it with your followers if you've got any at this point, because you're brand new on yesterday. But you can also share it on Twitter and on Facebook. Those 2 options are there as well. So thank you for that, and thanks for all the hearts. I'll tell you what, oh, there you go. Yay, tech moment. That's good. That's very, very good. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So, yes, thanks so much for being here. I'm going to head off and get myself things sorted. Thank you, Vanessa. Really appreciate that. And I'll catch you tomorrow evening, UK time, afternoon. Oh, thank you, Sherry. That's great too. Loving those shares. So, yeah, thanks for doing that. And I'll see you tomorrow evening, UK time, afternoon, in the US, and Lord only knows what time in Australia. So go take a 2-minute break, keep being kind to you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.